Hello everybody and welcome back. I said in a previous video that I had this book, this giant book of my aunt's about astrology, and that I thought about reading it to you guys, but I was unsure where to start. But I'm going to start with Libra because we are in Libra season, and maybe we'll just go like that every time it changes seasons. I'll read to you about that sign, and we're due for a change soon, so I need to get this done. So this is the book, and this book is obviously ginormous. It has a ton of information. I'm not gonna read it all to you, obviously. But like, it has part 1, which is sun sign astrology. Part 2 is less well-known influences. Part 3 is understanding astrology. Part 4 is astrology in history and legend. Part 5 is astrology in our time. Part 6 is an astrologer's lexicon. And part 7 is astrological tables for the years 1900 through 2000. So, sorry if you're a Gen Z, you may not be applicable to this book. So, let's flip to, excuse me, sir, with your loud fucking joke, go away. You guys hear that? Let's just keep flipping. I always like it when people do that. Here we go. So this is what just the general overview looks like, and it's highlighted because my aunt's husband is a Libra. So I'm just gonna read to you just some of the stuff. Maybe some of the stuff she has highlighted. She's a smart woman, so maybe she feels like that's the interesting tidbits. But there, I'm gonna start with this page here, which is like a very general overview. So, Libra is September 23rd to October 22nd. Your duality is masculine. Your triplicity element is air. Your quadruplicity quality is cardinal. Maybe that lexicon in the back would be helpful because I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Libra is active, artistic, easygoing, peaceable, prizes beauty and harmony, is diplomatic, polished, and very socially inclined. So, it would be fun if you're a Libra. Tell me if you feel like this stuff is applicable to you. I know a lot of people don't believe in astrology, and that's fine. I like it, but I'm definitely not as into it as other people are. Like, I don't know what my moon, rising, whatever chart, I don't know that stuff, but almost everything I read about a Gemini is on point. So I have a hard time discrediting it wholly, if you know what I mean. So your ruling planet is Venus, goddess of love and beauty. In astrology, Venus rules pleasure, social pursuits, art, and adornment. Its influences also inclines towards self-indulgence and love of luxury. I see you. I feel you. Your symbol is the scales, signifying balance, equilibrium, order, and justice. Glyph, or your written symbol, is like a line with a... You got that? So it's like a line and then like a hump with 2 lines sticking out on either side. You probably know. The pictograph represents the scale, which is in perfect equilibrium. This was the ancient Egyptian symbol for a setting sun, which was regarded as the doorway between two worlds. In symbolic terms, the glyph is a crescent moon connected to reason. No, I just skipped a line. Is the connected to two straight lines resting above a third line. This represents emotion bounded on either side by reason. The line below symbolizes partnership. So that's cool. I don't know why my body makes these noises. Your dominant keyword is I balance. So you, obviously from your skills, you're a very balanced person. You are balanced. You bring balance. Which I think is probably pretty accurate. Libras are kind of known to be laid back. And my uncle is very laid back. My best friend's uncle, also a Libra, very laid back. Very go with the flow. Your polarity, Aries. Libra is the sign of marriage and partnerships. Its natives are happiest functioning within a union and often lose their equilibrium and positive outlook. Why is this happening? And positive outlook when forced to be alone. Aries, Libra's opposite sign, is the sign of ego, personality, and self. Aries people tend to put themselves first, and selfishness is one of their negative traits. I'm pretty sure that Aries is supposed to be like one of the good matches for me, and there's not many because the Geminis are so fickle. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that because my room is right next to the fucking bathroom. Okay, part of the body ruled by Libra. The lower back and buttocks and the kidneys. Librans suffer from lower back strain and problems in the lumbar region. They are also subject to kidney infections. That sucks. Your lucky day is Friday, and your lucky numbers are 6 and 9. Your magical birthstone is opal. It brings financial success, frees its wearer from jealousy and greed, and imparts clear insight. Special colors are blue and lavender, the colors of romance, harmony, and refinement. Apparently good cities for you are Vienna, Copenhagen, Charleston, and Lisbon. Countries that are good for you: Burma, China, Tibet, Argentina, and Japan. And then flowers are rose, cosmos, and hydrangeas. Trees: almond, cypress, and ash. A good metal for you is copper. And animals ruled by the Libra is snakes and lizards. That's unfortunate. I fucking hate snakes. Oh god, I'm so scared. Your danger. Libra people tend to stir up ill feelings from others in situations having to do with love. Because they are indecisive and sometimes make a declaration of love too easily, Librans both anger and disappoint lovers. They also have a tendency to be fickle and faithless. I see that though. My uncle is super indecisive, and they did have a infidelity type issue early on. Okay, that might be TMI, but he should never see this, so okay. Your most likable trait, and we are moving on to, this was all of that, and then we're moving on over here. So, your most likable trait is your charm, and I totally agree because every Libra I know is very charming, very, very likable. Well, and again, like I said, I'm just gonna read the stuff she has highlighted, and for the other signs, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I have to like highlight myself. Librans are easy to like, for you have a captivating charm, possess elegant taste, and are usually beautiful to look at. In addition, you have the gift of making others feel important, for you are a superb listener and instinctively know how to draw out another person. That's cool. Ruled by Venus, goddess of love and beauty, you admire loveliness in all its forms, in music, art, decoration, and people. There's an old man driving behind his tractor. I can see it. Oh, small town USA, y'all. A narcissist at heart, you expect admiration. You wish to be the jewel in the center of any setting, and you have a computer memory for any compliment ever paid to you. You tend to judge others by outward appearances. If someone has a charming facade, you won't look any deeper. As a result, you may become easy prey for a sophisticated schemer with an affable manner. Alright. Libra is the zodiacal sign of partnerships. In psychological terms, the sign is outer directed. Your energies are focused on melding and combining with other people. You are at your best in personal relationships. However, your main interest is on yourself within the relationship. You deal intuitively with other people's emotions, and no one is better at understanding and taking into consideration another person's point of view. Yet, all too soon, that outside viewpoint will be lost or subsumed within your own subtly self-centered concerns. Libras are supposed to be likable, and they are dragging you guys. I am scared to read about Gemini. We're not liked. Born under the sign of the scales, you strive for balance and harmony, and are happiest when your environment is ordered and serene. Peace is worth any price to you, and usually you will go a long way out of your way to avoid friction and dissension. Because you see clearly every side of an argument, every possibility of a given course. You have the tact and ability to smooth over disputes. You are a born diplomat. In order to avoid an unpleasant scene, you will even stifle your own true feelings. In fact, far too often, you are not sure what your true feelings are. Because you try to be all things to all people, there is a general impression that you are undecisive. Although you have superb instincts, you don't trust them enough. You are likely to be an underachiever because of your easygoing, even-tempered attitude. For the most part, you don't want anything badly enough to fight for it. The exception is when you're denied a privilege to which you feel entitled. That ruffles your fur. Librans have a reputation for stubbornness, but that's because you are sticklers for fairness. You resent being treated unfairly and become upset at inequity in the world at large. Money has a way of slipping through your fingers because it isn't money you love, it's the things money can buy. Essentially frivolous, people born under this sign dislike hard work unless someone else is doing it. A love for beauty leads many natives of this sign to career in art, decorating the theater and composing, but the approach often remains that of a dilettante who enjoys the reward but avoids the effort needed to attain it. You are an incorrigible idealist and quintessential romantic, affectionate, warm-hearted, sentimental. Can I read? Sentimental. Naturally optimistic, you do everything in your power to please. Your stock in trade is charm. Okay. And then it has a cool little list of famous people with the sun in Libra. So, I have not heard of a shit ton of these, but I'm gonna try to hold it up where you can see for a second. Maybe you can spot someone that I'm not gonna say. If you pause it right now. Okay. So, the ones she has highlighted, and if I see anyone else that I do recognize, I'll say Ray Charles, Truman Capote, E.E. Cummings, Michael Douglas, Dwight D. Eisenhower, T.S. Eliot, William Faulkner, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Mohandas K. Gandhi, Rita Hayworth, Julio Iglesias, Jesse Jackson, John Lennon, Mickey Mantle. Let's see. Luciano Pavarotti. I don't know who that is, but she has it highlighted. Mickey Rooney, Eleanor Roosevelt, Ed Sullivan, Barbara Walters, Sigourney Weaver, and Oscar Wilde. So that's really cool. So yeah, I think that was fun. What's up, Libra? There's obviously a ton more that I could read like further on in the book, but I think that's fine for this video. I do feel like you guys kind of got dragged, so I'm worried that we're all about to get dragged as I continue on with this. I guess we'll see. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys really soon.